Thursday night of the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of... And how about we check the numbers for Luka Doncic?
And it seems like they've lost a little bit of confidence in him this past month. They're calling fewer plays for him, letting other guys take on more of the scoring load, and you can see it in his usage percentage.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tatum, and it's Holiday in at the point. And for Dallas, the star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Washington out there with Daniel Gafford, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
They've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Doncic with the block.
Boy, Luka has decided he wants to become a more complete defensive player. How about twice on the pipes?
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for White. And as the season draws to a close, GA, we've got teams vying for playoff position, only adding to the importance of each game now.
And for those teams, you have to have the right mentality. You can't treat these like normal regular season games. These are an extension of the playoffs.
Doncic against Holiday. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Irving for 3.
Boy, as good as he is on the offensive end, Jason Tatum showing he can be a factor defensively.
Here's Jones.
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Holiday inside the line. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
In their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Luka, one of the most prolific drivers in the game, and boy, does he make a pretty move there. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doris, looking at the career of Jaylen Brown so far, his rise to stardom has been impressive.
It's impressive, Kevin, because of the work put in. He needed to become a more complete offensive player by, number 1, improving his handle, and number 2, becoming more efficient with his shooting. He's done both. He's always been a force in transition. Jaylen has been special.
And the Celtics making a change here. Horford's checked in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Brown wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range.
3 points.
Brown's got 5 now.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
Basket counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Josh Green's checked in for Jones. Hardaway is subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Fires, high post. It's rebounded by Dallas. And Green slams it in.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Three-pointer, Horford. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Hardaway finds Doncic. And drops it. It comes off the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
Tillman's shot is off. It's Hardaway with the drive. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Brown inside the line. It's not going to go for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Dallas leading by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Maxi Kleba is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Celtics trail by 4. Doris, when we look at the Dallas Mavericks, it looks like a team that has shown they want to win now.
Kevin, I think their ownership has never been afraid to pull the trigger on a big trade. The Mavs are not about just making it to the playoffs. This is an organization that seeks the ultimate prize, and that is to win an NBA championship.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Pritchard passes to Tillman. And the shot goes down.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Green. And Tatum pulls it down.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Tillman's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 3. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Exum comes in for Green, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Exum. Dallas moving it around. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic. No doubt, Craig, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player, and this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Jones comes in for X. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jones has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And it's White missing. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. What an asset to a team. When you've got big men who can knock down free throws, Look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. 5th, Porzingis.
That is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Not at all. They've got the kind of ability at the line that would be exceptional at any position. You can't defend them as physically as you would some other big men because of just how reliable they are up there.
Back to Jones. Outside Hardaway. Off target from outside. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. It's good from long range. 10 points for him.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Jones for 3. And it's White with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Hardaway kicks to Washington. Over Holiday. No good off the back of the rim. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So
quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside, Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. And so Jones nails both of them. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. A shot missing. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Fans, let's hear it for your arena entertainment.
Checking out the Celtics. With the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
And now looking at that first half of play, what a performance from the great Luka Doncic.
Unreal.
And that concludes.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the floor for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. Kicks it out to Jones. They get it again. Gafford. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. We all know Luka Doncic is a master of one-on-one isolation scoring. Coach Jason Kidd said he knows how to use his body, angles. Sometimes as a coach you want to run all these plays, but at the end of the day, it's about getting him the ball with enough time to be creative. Kevin?
That's right, David. Letting him cook. Thanks for the report. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's White driving to the basket. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Doncic finds Gafford. Back to Doncic. And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
And Irving launches it from deep. Another three for Dallas.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Al Horford has checked in for Boston.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Washington, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And usually one of the league leaders in field goal percentage, Doris, Daniel Gafford. What a solid contributor.
Kevin, you love those role players who play within themselves, and that's exactly what Gafford gives you, an understanding of what his team needs. Rim running, rim protection, and rebounding.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Tatum. Here's Brown. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Mavs.
Kept alive. Passes it to Washington. Jones kicks to Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for Dallas.
Of course, we've talked about Boston's young talent for so long. They've now become battle-tested veterans.
And it's incredible how young that experience has taken hold. They have had players build big... Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Out to Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Green. Inside, unloads from 13. And too long on the shot.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Horford finds Brown. From deep three-point land. Second chance shot. Horford no luck. Mavericks leading by 11. Jones with it. Picked up by Brown.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Boston has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Brown outside. And Jones pulls it down. Doncic outside. He dishes it to Jones. Back to Doncic. Here's Lively. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Hardaway is out there with Washington. And it's Lively in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and and reps to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous three-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for P.J. Washington. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
There's Tatum's range on display.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game. Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive leg.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Thanks, guys. Listened in to what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated that a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Hardaway with the steal.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
To the inside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his third foul of the game. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new team?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
And it's sent back by White.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
And they pick up two.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Outside, Horford. And the pass to Pritchard. Shoots over Hardy. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And Dallas gets called for the foul. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the third pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
Here's Hardy. He takes it in.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and The fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Prosper. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Prosper.
And the second free throw, good. And a fast break now for the Celtics. It's good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Pass to Prosper. Up and in on the layup.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Pritchard gets the bucket. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest.